बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बिश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बी ज़िदनी इल्मा अल्लाहुम्मा फ़क़िहना फ़िद्दीन आमीन. Dear students, in previous class we learned how to find square root of fractions. Today we are going to prove such equations in which square root of fraction is involved. Let's start our exercise 5.2 question number 4. Exercise 5.2 question number 4 is prove each of the following by prime factorization. Part number 1 is 9 multiplied by 36 under square root is equal to square root of 9 multiplied by square root of 36. Students, in this question you have to prove whether you take square root of 9 multiplied by 36 or you take separate square root of 9 and 36. In both the cases answer will be same. We have to prove this thing whether we will take square root combinedly of 9 and 36. Answer will be same as we take square root of 9 and then we take square root of 36. We are going to prove this question. Since you know this is the question that you have to prove this side is equal to this side. So what is the method of proof? Yes, how we start solution? First we will write our question, we rewrite our question and then take left hand side of your question. What is your left hand side? Square root of 9 multiplied by 36. Now the same method that we applied in the previous questions, we will find what? Yes, we will find prime factors of 9. Prime factors of 9 are 3 multiplied by 3, just like this. We have learned this method. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So instead of 9, we will write its prime factors. And instead of 36, we will write prime factors of 36. Here I find prime factors of 36 with the same method as we learned in previous classes. Now, instead of 36, we will write all of its prime factors. Now, what is the next thing? Yes, we have to make pairs so that we can easily write our prime factors in the form of square. 3 multiplied by 3 can be written as 3 square. 2 multiplied by 2 can be written as 2 square. 3 multiplied by 3 can be written as 3 square. Now what will happen since square root is present on all the 3 squares? So what will happen? These squares will be cancelled out with square root and remaining terms will be 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Now simply multiply these 3 values. 3 2s are 6 and 6 3s are 18. This is what our equation A. This is our left hand side and answer of left hand side is 18. And say this is your equation number A. Now students, we will take right hand side of the same equation. What is right hand side? Under root 9 multiplied by under root 36. You can say under root or under square root. This is the symbol of square root and can be called as root also. So we put as in right hand side, square root is separately put on 9 and 36. So we will write our right hand side same as it is given in the question. Now what you have to do, instead of 9 we will write its factor. There is no need to find again prime factors as we already have find in left hand side. So simply use those prime factors. Instead of 9 we will write prime factors of 9, 3 multiplied by 3. In next step, instead of 36 we will write factors of 36 that we have already find in left hand side. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Next step is what we have to make the pairs. Yes, then 3 multiplied by 3 can be written as 3 square. 2 multiplied by 2 can be written as 2 square. 3 multiplied by 3 can be written as 3 square. Now what will happen? Square root will be cancelled out with this square and these both squares will be cancelled out with square root, as square root is present on 2 square and also on 3 square. And why we cancel the square root with this square? Because we know very well the value of square root is 1 by 2, and when 1 by 2 is multiplied with square with 2, it will be cancelled out. That's why. Okay, then we get from here to 3 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 multiply all of these values, we will get what? 18. This is our equation B. Now see on the previous slide, left hand side is also 18. From equation A and B, it is proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now part number 2, square root of 144 multiplied by 4 is equal to 144 under the square root and 4 is separately written under the square. We have to prove this equation. So what we will do, first we will take left hand side of our equation, that is 144 multiplied by 4 under the square root. Now the same method that we have applied in the previous question, instead of 144 we will write all of its prime factors that we have already found over here. And instead of 4 we will write prime factors of 4 that we know very well, 2 multiplied by 2. In next step what you have to do, simply make the pairs so that it will be easy to write us these pairs in the form of square. 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, 3 multiplied by 3, 3 square, and 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square. In next step what will happen? Square, all these squares will be cancelled out with square root, and remaining values are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2. Multiply all of these values with each other, we get 24. This is our equation number A. This is our left hand side and answer is 24. Now take right hand side of your equation, that is 144 under the square root multiplied by square root of 4. Got it? Now what you have to do? Write all the prime factors of 144 instead of 144 and then prime factors of 4 instead of 4. In next step what we will do? After writing, we will make the pairs so easily we can write them in the form of square. 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, 3 multiplied by 3, 3 square, and 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square. In next step, square will be cancelled out with square root and remaining term will be 2, 2, 3 and 2. Multiply all of these values, we get 24. From equation A and B, what is proved? Both are equal? Yes, both are equal means our left hand side is equal to right hand side, and we have proved that whether we take square root of two values which are going to be multiplied with each other at the under one square root, the answer will be same as we take square root separately on both the values. Part number 7 is square root of 484 divided by 121 is equal to square root of 424 divided by square root of 121. Students, in this equation we have to prove whether we take square root of a fraction, just like this, it will be equal to whether you take square root of numerator separately and denominator separately. We will prove that both of things will be equal. So first we take left hand side, that is 484 divided by 121 under the square root. We will not put here separate square root on 484 and on 121 as we already have done in question number 3. Here since we have to prove that this is equal to this, so we will not do the same thing that we have done in question number 3. Hope you got. What we have to do, simply in this fraction form write factors of 484 that we have find over here, and similarly instead of 121 we will write factors of 121 that we have find over here with sign of division. 484 factors, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11 divided by, this is sign of division, divided by 11 multiplied by 11, and square root is on all of these factors. Now in next step what we have to do, make the pairs. 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, multiply by 11 square divided by 11 square. Got it? Yes. Now what will happen? 11 square will be cancelled out with 11 square. Students, just like this, we have 2 square multiply by 11 square divided by 11 square, and all of these terms are under 1 square root. Now what I did over here, 11 square will be cancelled out with 11 square and 2 square is the remaining term. Now square will be cancelled out with square root and 2 is our answer. This is our left hand side. Got it? Now see right hand side. Right hand side is what? 484 under the square root divided by square root of 121. 484 square root divided by 121. Now we will write factors of 484 instead of 484 that we have find over here. Factors of 484 are all of these, then sign of division, and then factors of 121. In next step, what we have to do, we will write these pairs in the form of square. 2 square multiplied by 11 square and 11 multiplied by 11, 11 square. In next step, what we have to do, now square will be cancelled out with square root and remaining terms are 2 multiplied by 11 divided by 11. What are the remaining terms? 2 multiplied by 11 divided by 11. So what will happen? 11 will be cancelled out with 11 and 2 is the remaining, that is our answer. See equation A and equation B. Are they equal? Yes, both are what? Both are equal. Hence it is proved that left hand side. See the last part, part number 8. Square root of 576 divided by 144 is equal to square root of 576 divided by 144. So again we will take left hand side. What we have to do, we will find prime factors of 576 and prime factors of 144. Since we already have find prime factors of 144 in previous part, that's why we will not again, there is no need to find again prime factors. You can use prime factors of the previous parts over here because number is same, 144. Now instead of 576, we will write all the prime factors of 576 that we have find over here. Instead of 144, we will write all the prime factors of 144 that we find in previous part. Now in next step, make the pairs. Student, you must make the pairs, it will be easy, otherwise you can do mistake. First make the pairs and then write in the form of square. 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, 2 multiplied by 2, 2 square, 3 multiplied by 3, 3 square. Similarly, we write these in the form of square. Now sign of division is there. Between all of these factors and these factors, sign of division is there, means we can cancel out. Whenever you have 2 divided by 2, sign of division is there, then we can cancel out the like. Similarly, what we have to do, 2 square, this 2 square will be cancelled out with this 2 square, that is in denominator. This 2 square will be cancelled out with this 2 square and this 3 square will be cancelled out with this 3 square. So which is the remaining term? 2 square. Now square and root will be cancelled out with each other and 2 is our answer. Take right hand side. In right hand side, square root is separately written on numerator as well on denominator. So we will write as it is. Instead of 576, we will write all the factors of 576, then sign of division and then factors of 144. In next step, what we will do, we will make their pairs. This is first, this is second. Must write the lines on these pairs so that there will be no mistake in your work. After putting the lines, what you have to do, you will write all of these pairs in form of square that we have written over here. Now tell me, can we cancel out this 2 square with this 2 square? No, we can't. These are under square root. Here all these squares are under one square root, that's why we cancel these with each other. Here these squares are not under one square root. Here we have square root on this numerator and here separately on denominator, so we can't cancel 2 square with this 2 square. First we will solve this square root. What will happen? All the squares will be cancelled out with square root. Remaining are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Sign of division. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. These squares will be also cancelled out with their square root. In next step you will cancel out this 2 with this 2, this 2 with this 2, and this 3 with this 3. Now what is the remaining term? 2. This is your equation B. See equation A and equation B. Are they equal? Yes, both are equal. From equation A and B it is proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Students, solve exercise 5.2 question number 4 on your NEET register. Send clear images of your work till 9 p.m. Jazakallah. Allah.